So in my past 11 years of using credit cards, I never really closed or canceled too many because one, I didn't want my credit score to drop, and two, it just simply did not make sense to. And I say this because closing a credit card can hurt your credit score because you are going to lose that limit and all of the history that you had on that card. But don't get me wrong though, there's also a lot of pros that come with closing a credit card as well, like getting more funding when you guys are applying for another credit card in the future, which I'm actually going to talk about a little later in this video. So there's definitely both pros and cons when it comes to closing a credit card, so you would just have to weigh out your personal situation to see what you guys really want to do. Now there are a lot of reasons why you guys should or should not cancel or close your credit cards, but in this video I'm going to be giving you guys my top 3 reasons why I choose to personally cancel or close my credit cards. So if you guys want to know what these 3 reasons are, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end so that way you, sir or ma'am, do not miss out on any valuable information that can help you out. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So the first reason is obviously going to be the annual fees. If you guys have a few credit cards that charge annual fees, then it can be really easy for you guys to pay over $1,000 in annual fees every year. And to be honest, if I personally feel like I'm not utilizing the credit card to its full potential, then I'm definitely going to consider closing it if I feel it's not worth it for me. But before I even get to that point though, I'm definitely going to call the credit card company to see if they can waive the annual fee or at least reduce some of the fees if possible. Honestly, sometimes they will do this, but sometimes they won't. Most of the time, they only consider doing this if you guys are actually using the card heavily and if you guys have a good payment history on that card. But even if you do get this waiver done though, majority of the time this annual fee waiver is just a one-time courtesy, and most likely the following year you're going to have to still pay the annual fee. So that's going to be the first reason why I personally would choose to close or cancel my credit cards. The second reason why I personally choose to close or cancel my credit cards is because I want to clean up my credit report for higher funding. And what I mean by this is I'm going to remove every credit card that I have that has a low limit that won't let me get a credit limit increase using a soft pull. Because for me personally, I only like having high limit credit cards on my credit report. So every credit card that has less than a $10,000 credit limit is going to get canceled if they won't give me a credit limit increase. Because whenever I decide to apply for a new credit card and an underwriter is looking at my credit report, I want them to see that my minimum credit limit is nothing less than $10,000. And then eventually in the future, I'm going to want them to see that my minimum credit limit is nothing less than $20,000. So this is just a personal preference for me. I like to look really good on paper before I go in for funding, so that way I can get the best outcome as possible. I do that, and then also make sure to have low inquiries on my credit report before applying for a credit card, so that way I can make sure I get the highest limit as possible. And then also the good thing about doing this is that worst case scenario, if you guys were to ever get denied for a credit card, then you guys can hit the reconsideration line. You guys can call them and say, hey, what's going on? I've been at my job for a while and my minimum credit limit has always been X, Y, and Z. Like, can we do a second review or something? And believe it or not, sometimes this does actually work. But the third reason why I personally choose to close or cancel my credit cards is if the credit card company is treating me bogus. This might not be a good reason for some of you guys out there, but for the morals that I personally have, I'm not going to let anybody get over on me or talk to me a certain way. So if I'm getting talked to on the phone crazy or a certain way, or they're being weird about giving me a credit limit increase, then I'm out. I'm not dealing with it no more. I would much rather take my business to somewhere that I feel way more appreciated. And the bank that actually made me feel this way is Credit One. That bank has some of the worst customer service that I've ever experienced before. I just felt like a bunch of games were being played and I wasn't really getting anywhere with them. And then on top too, the credit card that I had with them didn't really even offer me too much to even begin with, so I just decided to close my account with them. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever had a bad experience with Credit One. I would love to know. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. I just wanted to make a quick video today going over my personal reasons why I choose to close or cancel my credit cards. Just know by closing a credit card, your credit score is going to drop, so only do what works best for you. At the time being, when I decided to close my credit card, I felt like I had a pretty solid credit score and I didn't really need to apply for anything at the time being, so it really didn't matter to me. So honestly, it just made sense for my personal situation. But let me know in the comments below, why did you guys decide to close your credit card? I would love to know. Don't forget to get your free stock at Robinhood. That could potentially be worth all the way up to $200 when you guys use my link in the description below. And also, if you guys are looking for a high yield savings account, I personally use SoFi, so that's what I would recommend using. If you guys use my link in the description below, then you could potentially earn all the way up to $325 of free money, so I definitely wouldn't snooze on that while the offer is still available. And also really quick, I do offer one-on-one consultations. If you guys would like to speak to me personally, the link will always be in the description below. But if you guys want the chance to win a free 15-minute consultation from me, then just comment the word free game in the comments below and send an email to my business email stating what you guys would like to talk about. I do pick a winner every Monday. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I truly do appreciate you guys. We are at 55,635 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know. And if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards, how to boost your personal credit, how to attain business credit. We talk about real estate. We talk about mortgage loan programs. We talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And also really quick, for those that don't know, I'm a licensed real estate agent and a licensed mortgage loan originator. So if you guys are trying to purchase or sell a home in Southern California, all my information will always be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.